Hey guys, Break here and welcome back to another episode of my mailbox openings where we go over all my different servers and we see what's sold this week. Now it hasn't actually quite been a week since the last episode because of certain filming reasons and different things like that, so I've actually only had 6 days, pretty much 6 days this week, and we're going to see what's sold in those 6 days. Again, probably playing my auctions less than an hour a day, probably between half an hour and 45 minutes every day, so that times 6. I'd say probably about 4 hours this week we've done auctioning stuff, so not too much time, and we'll see what we've made in those 4 hours. Okay, so my first lot of mail, let's see what we got, and we have 663,000, which is pretty nice. I'm quite pleased with that. We've sold more Medallion of the Legions for like pretty much 20k now, 19k, which again, we bought them for 5k just a few months ago, did that video, told everyone to buy them. I don't know about the other servers, but they'll definitely be going up, so just always check, guys. What I do with all my investments is I just check the different prices. I go to my guild bank, I check what's selling for a lot, and then I put it up on the auction house, and if it's not selling for a lot, then I'll just leave it in the guild bank, wait a month, and it's probably selling for way more. Again, similar thing with the Spring Strider. We bought all those just a month ago pretty much for 30k. They're already selling for 60k. I sold another one for like 90k I think the other day, and I sold one for 47k down here. So we sold 2 Spring Striders this week. I've got loads left in my guild bank. We still sold them for loads of profit. And apart from that, just some more gear. Again, the bracers. You're going to be seeing a lot of these bracers this week. But these guys, doesn't say how much I paid for them, but I think it was around 60k. They're actually Raid Finder, but they have speed on them, and I've sold them for 123k. In fact, here we are. Here is the 60k. And a similar thing, these bindings right here, bought them for under 100k, I think about 90k. And we have resold them for 200k, which is very, very nice. The reaction to the mailbox openings, by the way, guys, has been pretty much positive, which I'm very pleased about. Now, this isn't some serious video that takes me loads of time. It's just something I thought was interesting that I could do once per week, as well as my other videos during the week. And it will just give you an idea of what I've been selling. A lot of people find that useful. A lot of people like to watch someone opening up their gold. I watch Student Albatross's mailbox openings. I love doing that just to see what he sold and to see him opening up gold. So I considered that you guys would kind of think the same thing, and most of you did, so that's really good. As we just open this mailbox, only one thing sold this week, 130k. This is probably my lowest pop server, so I don't expect that many sales, but still pretty good. But yeah, probably some of the only criticisms of these videos is that they don't tell you exactly how to make gold. But the thing is, guys, I have done videos on all these different methods before, which you can just find on my channel quite easily. In fact, I've done multiple videos on these methods, so if you want to know exactly how to do them, then you can go check out those videos. This is more just a general thing, and if something interesting sold, like we had with the Spring Striders on my last character, I will explain them and just say, you know, what we've done there, what's made a difference, how we've done it, that kind of thing. But for most of the things, we'll just open up the mail and we see what we got. So on my Horde realm, actually the Gold Challenge realm, let's see what we got here. 789k, which is very, very nice. We sold some wrist guards for 475 and another wrist for 285, which is kind of crazy. In fact, the wrist guards we bought 6 days ago for 250k, and within 4 days we sold them for double the gold, so that was a very nice flip. A lot of you have also been asking if I share my kind of bad investments, which I thought I could do. Probably not in this video because this is just a mailbox opening video, unless I left all of my cancelled. I don't leave the cancelled and expired things in the mail, guys. I repost them, but I thought that'd be boring for you to see me just reposting the rest of my auctions. But trust me, there's a lot more cancelled and expired than there are sales, so don't worry about that. As we open up this mail with 263k, again, quite a few pets actually, an Igneous Flameling for 90k, which is real nice. I usually buy them for like 35 to 40k, so that's pretty good. And we have another wrist guards. As you guys know, I love to resell the wrists. I did used to have a lot more gold on this realm, guys, but actually I have been making a few investments in the past kind of month, starting with my Spectral Tiger Cub, which I found on this server for 400k. Which is pretty crazy considering its price across the EU is around 1 million gold at the moment. I bought it for 400k and I'm going to look to sell it for around 1 million gold, so that would be crazy, crazy, crazy profits, especially considering this is such a low pop server. You don't usually find pets for so cheap, so I was very pleased with that. Next server, and we have a solid 20k. We sold a random transmog that I probably sniped. We sold one pet, and then we sold some of those gems that I flipped. Really not a very good week on this server, but whatever. As I say, it has realistically only been 6 or 5.5 days since my last mailbox opening, so I usually do them once every 7 or 8 days, so it hasn't quite been enough, but whatever. We did well last week, I think, because we are at 1.2 mil, so can't complain. Anyways, next server, and we have ourselves 300k, and again, pretty solid stuff. A couple of braces, surprise, surprise, and a pet, the Gulp Froglet, for 46k, which is a really nice price. Just to show you guys the profit on these, I actually bought these wrist guards almost a month ago for 100k. We resold them for 145, so pretty decent, not as good as usual, but not bad. And then the sinuous bindings we bought for 65k 3 days ago, and they sold literally in 24 hours for double pretty much, so that was really good. And yeah, look, here's some interesting data. Almost a year ago, I bought 2 Gulp Froglets on this server for 20k, and I've just sold one for 46k. Now, I'm pretty sure it's not the same Froglet. I actually have no idea, really. It's quite hard for me to tell. But it's probably not the same ones. We probably sold those more recently on a different server. But either way, just give you an idea of the kind of price I pay for the Gulp Froglet and the kind of profit we have been making from it. Also should give you guys some idea of time. Right here we had something that I bought almost a year ago, another thing I bought a month ago. It does take some time to sell things, guys, and I often get people saying, well, why isn't my stuff selling? Well, I'm like, how long have you waited? Often they've only waited, you know, a few days, and that's really not long enough, especially for items like pets, but even items like gear. I have multiple servers and I wait multiple days, and I'll often see pretty much nothing. So I definitely wouldn't get disillusioned if you're not selling. Just keep it up, maybe change some pricing around, change some stuff up, maybe invest in something different, and maybe you'll see better results. Next up, we have ourselves 150k. Again, a bracer, surprise, surprise, and a couple of pets, surprise, surprise. Nothing too exciting there, but steady sales nonetheless. Next server, and again, it's nothing too exciting, only 20k, and just a few pets. The prices for the pets are pretty good, considering I pay like 2k for pretty much all of these. So to pay 2k and sell them for sort of 5, 6, and 8, it's pretty good, but nothing crazy on this server, unfortunately, this week. Okay, next server, and we have ourselves 1.1 million, pretty much 1,080,000 gold, which is really pretty crazy. Again, it's all gear and it's all pretty cool. What we sold one wrist for 400k. The funny thing is, there's no absolute crazy sales. I guess the 400k is pretty crazy, but the rest of them are just kind of steady sales. We did sell some leggings for 246k, which I think is very good. We'll have a look in a second, but some very, very nice things. Did the same person buy any of them? Don't think so. No, all different people, so that's good. But to give you guys an idea, these leggings I bought 19 days ago for 110k, and we've sold them for 250k, so that's a really nice bit of profit. And another nice bit are these wrist guards, which I bought just 6 days ago for 200k, and we resold them for 400k. Again, very crazy profit. But yeah, very, very nice week on this server. We're up to 1.5 million, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have ourselves 140k. Guess what? It's some pets and some wrist guards. Casual. But yeah, guys, I think one of the main things to take from this is that gold making isn't always so exciting. There aren't crazy different things to do to make the most gold. I know on my Gold Cap Challenge series, I always try and do multiple different things, loads of different professions, loads of flipping, loads of farming. I try and do everything basically to make it more exciting for you guys, because it is more interesting than just doing the same thing. But for stuff when I'm not doing videos, so for my personal gold making like this, you know, I don't try and do crazy stuff just to show you guys and make it more interesting. I just do the thing that's most profitable, and that often involves doing the same thing over and over and over again. Just how big companies make their money, really. Anyway, here we are, another 93k, including Feline Familiar for 92, which is real nice because I usually buy those for like 30, 35k, something like that. So 92k for that is real nice. Anyways, on our very last server, we have ourselves 140k. Again, is the wrist guards. Anyway, guys, again, I did the maths, but you guys can feel free to do it yourselves if you want. But I believe that equals 3.7 million, around about 3.7 mil. And then, of course, we had the general sales, which I sell on my main bank toon, which we don't open in these videos. So that's a solid, probably about 4 million gold this week, or at least the past 6 days, which is really, really nice. In terms of profits from that, I think it's at least 50%. So I'd say at least 2 mil, between 2 and 3 mil. I'd say around 2 to 2.5 million gold profit in 6 days, or around 400,000 gold profit every day from around 30 to 40 minutes work. So if you want to work that out in gold per hour, there's no point in doing that because it's not very realistic. But again, very, very, very nice gold making. I'm really enjoying the end of the expansion. I know a lot of you guys saying you're seeing less sales and things are harder, and it's true, most things are harder, but when you can find your little niche that I found, you guys should find your own little niche. You guys should find what's working for you, and that may make you a ton of gold like it's making me. If I keep going like this every day for the next couple of months, then we should easily be able to make around 20 million gold profit more before the new expansion, pretty easily. So that's awesome. Though I do know for a fact that my raid sales are going to start slowing and slowing and slowing, and it's going to be a bit tricky to make that much gold. So I'm going to keep on exploiting it and doing as well as I can until the gold runs out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.